Hello students, so welcome back. So today we will be discussing on the chapter skeletal system for class 5, the second part of it. So last class as we have discussed about the human skeleton and its three main functions. So today we will be discussing the parts of the human skeleton. So moving on to the parts of the human skeleton, first part we will discuss is the skull. The skull is the framework of the head. So the bony framework of the head is called the skull, and it is made up of several flat and extremely hard and strong bones. If you see the skull, it's made up of, the bones are flat and very hard and strong. So whenever you get injury in your head, it's hardly the bone it does not there is no injury to your brain. So this bones that join each other are known as immovable joint, because the joints of the bones cannot be moved. The joint cannot be moved. So such type of joints are called immovable joints. So when we see the skull, except the lower jaw, all the rest of the bones are immovable. Only it is the lower jaw which is a movable joint. And why it is a movable joint? If it was not a movable joint, what would happen? We would not be able to talk. So since the lower jaw is a movable joint, so it enables the jaw to move up and down, and so we can talk. Last class I told you that one of the function of the human skeleton is that it protects the internal organs of the body. So coming back to skull, the skull protects the brain, eyes, tongue and ears. So the brain, eyes, tongue and ears are protected by the skull. Now moving from the skull, we will go to the vertebral column. So the vertebral column is present in your back. So the vertebral column is made up of small flexible bones. So small flexible bones and flexible column of bones, and which is also known as spine. So a spine is a hollow tube through which the spinal cord runs, and it is the part of your nervous system. So when talking about the vertebral column, I told you it's made up of small flexible column of bones, and this vertebral column is made up of 33 ring-shaped bones called vertebra. There are 33 ring-shaped, like this hollow ring shape, and through it the spinal cord runs. So there are 33 ring-shaped bones called vertebra. The vertebral column is S-shaped structure which bears the load of the upper body and thereby protect the head from any sort of shock or jerk as when we are walking or running. So next, moving on to the rib cage. The vertebral column is in the back and the rib cage is on our chest. So in rib cage there are 12 pairs of curved bones which are called ribs, and they are joined by a long bone in the center. All these 12 pairs of ribs are joined to a long bone in the center which is known as sternum. The ribs are flexible bones. That is why when we breathe, our lungs expand when we breathe in and out, our lungs will expand and it will shrink. Again, the heart keeps on pumping. So for this reason, the ribs bones are flexible. It allows the movement of both the heart and the lungs. So the ribs protects the heart and the lungs. So with this we will conclude here. So today we discussed about the skull and the vertebral column and the rib cage. I hope this is clear to you. So these are your questions for today. Thank you.